So it's long, it came, but it's not what you intended.
Much like most of my life.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
For once, it wasn't me.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas. We've got another phenomenal episode for you today here on episode 29. So, go ahead, sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are
The Funky Panther!
How you boys doing? How you boys doing today?
I'm doing real good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Long day work, but you know.
Tell us about it. How was your day, boo-boo?
COVID is kicking our ass now.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's starting to pick way up. All the hospitals are slammed. They're holding admits in the ER. We're running our ass off. In fact, I was over an hour past my end of shift tonight. So
Is that overtime?
yeah, it's straight overtime. But
Cool.
But still, like on Tuesdays, I want to leave work on time so I can come home and just sit down for a minute and decompress before I gather everything up and come over here. But
Whenever you do that, do you just masturbate, or like do you just jerk off? Pull the.
It's too early in the
Are you
episode.
sure? No, it's
too.
not.
It's too early in the episode.
It says you. It's
no, I normally just come home and maybe
he comes
eat
over.
or hang out with Jesse for a little bit and
Yeah.
and then come over here. So
You did really good drinking this, by the way.
Thank you.
Did a good job.
you know
course.
that missing portion of your tongue did not affect your chugging at all.
In fact, it probably made it better.
It probably made it better.
Streamlines it, get a little vortex
That's
action.
right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Goes
It
right
just
down.
goes right in, just right. So we just
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, boys. It was
Yeah.
a sweet thing you did.
happy fifth.
So for those that don't know, 5-year cancer free.
Yeah, man.
So that's pretty cool. Like to the day.
Yeah, to the day. It was
yeah.
2 day, 5 years ago that I had the surgery on my tongue and my lymph nodes removed and tonsils.
Then turn around and have a wedding like a month after.
A bachelor party a month
Yeah,
after.
there you go.
Like we were snowmobiling and skiing, and I could barely talk still. I could drink though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bachelor party.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Had one little hiccup after your surgery where you had to go back to the ER because you freaked everybody out because you're spitting
Yeah.
blood everywhere. But
Yeah, I lost a couple pints of blood. No big deal.
no big deal.
I thought it was gonna be fine
Makes you stronger.
until my brother was like, "No, I'm taking you to the ER."
Everybody needs to get rid of some of their blood every
That
once in a
sounds
while.
disgusting.
Yeah, it was rough. It was a rough time. But hey, look, here we are.
5 years.
Here we are. Tab got me some treats for 5 years. Y'all want to take a cookie? It's from Tiff's Treats.
That was stuck together, but I like cookies.
Get that cookies out of my face.
Yeah, and then you grab one. So my day was fine. I worked. Had a really cool opportunity. A year ago today, I was in Asia. Tab and I took a trip to China. Obviously, we are the reason that the virus came back.
Hold on. Before you finish that, did you know yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of the first COVID case? Did you know?
No, I did not know.
So, so for Thanksgiving last year, we were in China, and then we went to Thailand. No, so I was in Thailand by then. So shut up. No, I wasn't in China anymore. I was in Thailand.
Yesterday was the 1 year anniversary of it being in China. The first.
Yeah,
case.
but I was in Thailand by now. So whatever. That just proves you.
That just proves that you
It
gave
was
it to somebody in China.
That's why it was in China.
Well, we
Because you fucked a bat.
what is
Just
this,
like
South
that
Park?
South Park episode.
We thought it was Mickey, but it was him. So yeah, we were with the tour group. We got it like a Groupon. It was like $1,500 a person or something like that. It was like a 2-week trip to China and Thailand. One of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. But we met some really cool people, and two of the people that we met, shout out to Carly and Sean. They have been road tripping it with their RV for the past 3 months from northern Michigan. They live in northern Michigan, and they stopped here. And so we went over to Heim, showed them,
that's cool.
what the burn-ins were all about. Had the Big Cat sandwich, had a couple
Big Cat.
beers,
Ooh.
and just hung out before here. So it was
Some
a nice day.
Texan hospitality.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That's my big boy.
And then this weekend we went to South Carolina. We went to Savannah and Charleston.
Yeah,
it was nice.
You busy boy.
It was fun.
And busy again this coming weekend.
yeah. Yeah, but both were pretty chill trips. This weekend was like raining almost the entire time we were gone. And so it was some like walking around, but like a lot of it was kind of chill. It was more of like a foodie trip. We went to some, have you ever heard of Husk?
No.
No.
Okay, so
Wait a second.
Okay.
Was that on that barbecue show?
yeah. Oh, no. Husk was not. So Husk used to be, the chef there was Sean Brock, and he's extremely well known. Like he was on Anthony Bourdain.
Okay.
Shoot, who's the actor that was in Caddyshack and Bill Murray?
Bill Murray.
Right. So Bill Murray lives in Charleston, and so on the Anthony Bourdain episode, Bill Murray, and Sean Brock are in Husk eating. But it's been on. He's been on Chef's Table, all sorts of like Netflix specials and other things.
Okay.
So if you want like good, Southern type restaurant,
Yeah.
usually number one spots can be Husk. And so we had the opportunity, like we booked an advance, and we we told the guy, I was like, would it be okay if we just like ordered everything that you've got? And he was like, y'all are here to party. We're like, yeah, we
Wow.
are. We literally ordered all but one appetizer and all but two mains.
No shit.
They rotate their menu every day. So it's not like they have 100 things. They only have like, I don't know, 15 different things or whatever, but we got almost everything because we had to try it. Like we were
Right,
there.
right.
And then we also went to Rodney Scott's barbecue, which was
Yeah.
on,
Okay. Yeah. How was that?
Oh man, he does the whole hog.
whole hog, yeah.
Yeah. And something I could tell in South Carolina is that they don't use processed pig. You can definitely tell a difference between like ham you buy from the grocery store and a hog from
Like
you know,
I'm friends
a deer
with
lease.
this. I'm friends with this farm or whatever. Or like
Yeah.
I'm friends with this lease.
Yeah. And so it was a different flavor, but it was awesome. And so it was really just a foodie. We went to a couple of breweries. We walked around and saw some of the sites, but it was really chill. And then this weekend I'm going to just a few states with Danny because we're
Just a few.
Trying to knock off.
trying to knock 5 states off his list.
Oh, yeah.
And so it'll be Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska. So just a quick 4-day trip.
You
We're
gonna
just knock
go?
some
You
states
gonna go
out.
visit Chadron?
No.
No, you're not gonna visit Chadron.
No, we're not going that side of. We're not. That's on the west side of
yeah.
South Dakota, right?
I think
Or
so, yeah.
Nebraska. We're staying on the east side. So we're going like Minneapolis, Fargo, Sioux Falls, and Omaha.
Well, I bet Fargo's gonna be kind of cold right now.
Yeah, we're gonna go ice fishing.
Don't
Nice.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
you know? You've already ice fished before. Though.
Yeah, Roy and I went ice fishing a few years. It's been like 6 or 7 years now. But the thing is like we thought we were just gonna go experience ice fishing. It was gonna be cold as hell, and we were gonna leave. But like they put you in the shack with a TV and a heater, and like we could have stayed there all day. Like it was an experience,
Right.
And so I'm planning on staying a little bit
Get
longer.
some beers.
Yes.
Drink some beers.
Well, I mean, that's
sit
the whole
there-
point
yeah.
too, right? You're fishing, but you're there to get shit faced.
Yeah, I think
Is
they
that,
even
is
had
that
like
the point?
I think so. Yeah.
I think
And
they
fall
even
through
had-
the hole.
Yeah. Look what I can do! Woo!
No.
They even had like bunks, I think, where you could like stay out there.
Yeah.
But the
So-
coolest part
seen
was
that before.
driving on the ice. I've never driven on a lake before. That was kind of neat.
I've seen that on what was it? Home Improvement. Al and Tim go to ice fish,
Oh, really?
and Tim doesn't know anything about it, and so apparently smells distract fish, right, or something
Yeah.
like that. So he puts on like some hand soap and whatever, or some like lotion that smells like sawdust, and it distracted the fish, and they had this horrible time. But I just imagine like that happening. The heater goes out, things fall, and like the keys to the car falls through the hole in the water or whatever.
Oh, that'd be rough.
Yeah.
Don't wish that juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. So, well,
What have you been up to, Javier?
Just working. Nothing too fun. Just working and getting blackout drunk. Like last week. Remember that?
yeah. So let me ask you: are you ready to apologize for that?
Well, I guess I do, don't I?
Just to set this up, if anyone watched the episode or listened to the episode last week, on episode 28, about 2/3 into the episode, one of our buddies here, Javier, got just obliterated. He just drank way too much too quick. It's not his fault. He was having a great time. We were enjoying ourselves.
We were having a good time.
I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. I was having too much fun.
And then he just really just fell off that edge.
I forgot when I woke up, I was like, where the fuck am I?
So go ahead.
Okay. Well, first, I gotta apologize to everyone for absolutely nothing. Fuck you all.
How did I know that was coming?
And
Useless.
yeah. Whatever. He had a good time though. That's what,
yeah.
honestly. Okay, let's be real. That's what matters. You had a
Yeah.
good time. Had a good time. So
True. Oh, by the way, boys, now
Yes.
that we're on the topic of getting obliterated,
Here we
I
go.
did get a gift from a friend who's been kind of a bitch lately, but I guess decided to be cool again.
A friend that has been a bitch that decided to be cool again.
Miss Leslie.
Oh,
Lava
Leslie.
got me. She had a big boo boo.
oh nice.
She had a boo boo on her car that I fixed all
nice.
day yesterday, and today. And so she brought me this bottle of mezcal. There are only 120 bottles.
Nice.
Oh.
120
Ooh.
bottles made.
Shout out to Leslie. Appreciate you.
I have the 68th. Fuck the 68! God damn it! One number away from 69. Son of a
What a
bitch.
missed
You were-
opportunity.
You were so close. You were so close.
How fucking cool would that have been?
You just wouldn't have opened it. That's the problem. Is you never would have opened it.
I
if it was
wouldn't have.
69. So now we at least get to taste
Yeah.
it.
God damn it.
You should have told me. I've got worm salt. Next time I'll bring it. We could have some.
Well, I still want to like take a shot at least. Not,
You want to shoot it?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to shoot.
Dude, Leslie's gonna get pissed.
You sip that,
We can sip on it.
Okay.
dude.
Do I need an ice cube?
No, but generally, I think don't. It's like you get worm salt and then an orange, and you just kind of like do the process and sip through it. But we could just sip it.
Whatever. I'm down.
She might even say what I just said was stupid. Who knows?
She probably will.
Just sip it straight, idiot.
Put booger sugar in it, right? That's what you
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
Booger sugar.
Cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine.
So this episode,
Yeah,
I'm super excited about this.
we know you are.
So this is my freaking episode right
Well,
here.
Let's
to
get
Tim's
it.
episode.
Let's get it over with.
So I happen to like conspiracies,
Yeah.
and I thought, you know what? We didn't have a good idea for a show today. I was like, I got a great idea: conspiracy theories. So I've got a whole list compiled up.
So
here.
you've just been waiting for this.
Yeah.
No, I know you've been waiting for this. He sent a video to us in our little group text, just like of him scrolling through
everything that
dozens of
I've
like
put on here.
conspiracy theories. We don't have time to.
We don't have time for this.
You have a whole list.
But here's the deal. We're gonna get into some conspiracies here, but I'm
Okay.
gonna start off easy, right? So we're gonna start off with conspiracy theories that are true.
Okay.
Okay.
So people that didn't
a
know,
good way to start.
sometimes things happen, right? And we think that we know what's going on, and the government and everybody says, no, that's not happening. And then
Because I feel like I don't know anything about conspiracy theories. I don't keep up with that shit. Like I don't know anything about anything.
so, have you ever heard of Project Sunshine?
Hold on. Wait. Before you get into it, let's explain to the people what, maybe somebody doesn't know what a conspiracy theory is.
Okay,
Maybe they're,
you want to give a definition?
not me. You're the guy who was all about it.
Well, I kind of did. Like, it's something that you think you know what's happening, or you think that there's some sort of like something not quite right.
Conspiracy theory: a belief
There
that
you go.
some covert but influential organization is responsible for a circumstance or event.
There you go.
Like the Illuminati.
Yeah,
or-
so we're gonna get into that.
Okay.
But Project Sunshine, in the wake of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the U.S. government commenced a major study to measure the effects of nuclear fallout on the human body. So the conspiracy was the government was stealing dead bodies to do radioactive testing. The truth? The government was stealing parts of dead bodies
What?
to do radioactive testing. Yeah, no joke. Yeah. They said a worldwide network of agents have to find recently deceased babies and children, and then take samples and even limbs, each collected without notification or permission for more than 1,500 grieving families. That actually fucking happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like shit like that. That's what we're gonna get into. That's a true one, right?
Okay.
You're all familiar with Woodrow Wilson, one of our presidents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a conspiracy that a stroke rendered United States President Woodrow Wilson incapable of governing, and his wife basically stepped in. Mm-hmm. The truth: Wilson did suffer a debilitating stroke towards the end of his presidency. The government felt it was in the country's best interest to keep things quiet, so the public didn't learn about the stroke for months, and during which time his wife, Edith Wilson, stepped in and made executive decisions.
Holy
So
shit.
technically, Edith Wilson was basically I guess, our first female president, in a sense.
Wow.
Like unofficial?
For a period of time, right?
For a period of time, yeah, towards the end. Government mind control.
Yeah,
CIA?
the men who stare at goats.
The CIA was testing LSD and other hallucinogenics drugs on Americans in a top secret experiment on behavior modification. So that's the conspiracy. The truth, the program was known as MK Ultra.
Oh
and it
yeah,
was real.
I keep hearing about MK Ultra.
Do you?
Yeah,
Where do
I
you
do.
hear about this?
Some podcasts that I listen to, like some shows. Oh, The West Wing talked about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
been watching
what makes
that.
it even
I love
better
The West
is that
Wing.
the program, like, it started off with volunteers.
Yeah.
Novelist Ken Kesey, Kesey, was a notable subject. But then the program heads soon began dosing people without knowledge.
Holy shit.
So it makes you wonder, like, you have these deja vu moments or like these weird, like, what the fuck happened? You know, I lost some time. Did the government get you?
So all of these were very long time ago, right?
Yeah, that was. But okay, here's another one. Gaydar. Yeah,
Like gay radar?
yeah, gay radar. Canada tried to develop gay radar.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, conspiracy that
Shut up.
the Canadian government was so paranoid about homosexuality that it developed a gaydar machine. That was the conspiracy. The truth.
When was this?
It really happened in the 1960s. The government hired a university professor to develop a way to detect homosexuality in federal employees.
Here, real quick, there was a gay bomb that the United States was trying to develop, right, during World War II?
Dude, okay, so there was all sorts of weird bombs that they're trying to make. I don't know about the gay bomb. It wouldn't surprise me.
No, yeah. Somebody Google gay bomb.
But I saw on the History Channel they made this bomb that, as it spread apart, it released bats that had incendiary devices, and the idea was because in Japan most of like their buildings are wood, like wooden structures. So they were going to drop this bomb. It was going to open up X amount of feet above the ground, and these bats were going to fly, roost, and set everything on fire. So they tested that bitch, and they tested it here in the United States, and it fucking failed miserably. Actually, it worked really good, but they couldn't make the bats go to where they wanted
Bats
to go.
are like
and it
flying
ended
back
up-
in the
Holy
plane.
shit.
Dude, it ended up going into a neighboring town by where they tested this out. Yeah, so it was a real thing that happened.
Okay, so real quick, I decided I would Google gay bomb per your request. So the gay bomb and halitosis bomb are formal names for two non-lethal psychochemical weapons that a U.S. Air Force research laboratory speculated about producing. The theories involve discharging female sex pheromones over enemy forces in order to make them sexually attracted to each other. The research and notion today is largely ridiculed for the bizarre idea as well as the non-effects of turning combatants or subjects gay.
I just picture this like a TV show or like a cartoon, and then like all of a sudden like this smoke comes over, and like these guys are fighting, and all of a sudden they just drop their guns and look at each other, and they just start going at it.
Mein Führer, you're gorgeous.
So yeah, that's you're not incorrect. This is Wikipedia, by the way, but
Yeah.
it looks to be. I mean that was an actual
Dude,
thing in
we
the 70s.
we did some really weird fucking things, man. And once we started getting into like the whole hallucinogenics in like the 60s and 70s, and the government actually stepping
Yeah.
in and trying to do things, it reminds me of what's that movie? Seth Rogen, Pineapple Express. So the very first, what's happened? Oh, you want that?
He's judging me
I am. That's your second beer.
in
It's-
20 minutes.
Yep.
The very,
That's my point. That's your last
That's
beer.
no bullshit.
Yeah, I've got things that we're gonna taste together. That's your last Modelo.
Damn it.
Until the end of the episode.
That's not fair.
What we do after the episode, I really could give two shits. But throughout the episode, that's your last Modelo.
Well, then we're doing cocaine after this.
sweet.
so all of these, hold on,
Yeah.
all of these things that we're talking about seem to be not within the last 30, 40 years.
No.
They've- They've been either conspiracy theories that people were like, no, that can't be true. And then were found to be true years later.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
The only one that I can think, and we might be getting into it, so I'm sorry if this
No,
is
no, go
part of
for
your
it.
list.
Go for it.
But like the whole Epstein thing, that was
Oh,
said to
dude.
be. I mean, that was a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, so
at one
there's-
point,
there's-
that was a conspiracy
right,
theory.
and there's still tons of conspiracies around like his death,
well, yeah,
and that he had.
but that he had an island and all of
Yeah.
this was happening.
Oh, that's
everyone
not, a,
thought
that's not a
was-
conspiracy theory.
It was though. At one point, it was like everyone thought that
Like,
was so crazy
there was no-
and bizarre that he would be hanging out with these rich people and have girls coming in and out of this random island in the Caribbean. That there's
Yeah.
no way that that's realistic. And now we know that that's 100% true. Now I'm not going to say I guarantee you 90% of the stuff that you're bringing up tonight is going to be complete horse shit. But I'm just going to say some of these things have got. I mean, like I mean, squirrel's gonna get their nut every now and then, right?
Yeah.
Some of these are gonna be true.
Yeah, so like the what I just read about the Gaydar and the first lady who ran the United States and Project Sunshine and all that stuff. So that was I'm gonna link all this stuff so you can go and look at it. But those are
Jesus.
just.
I'm sorry for everyone that has to read through this list of Tim's conspiracy theories later.
Those were just 4 things, and that was off of ReaderDigest.com, and they actually had I think 12.
Reader's Digest.
Yeah, they had 12 different conspiracy theories that turned out to be true.
Wow.
So JFK.
Yeah.
Jesse and I recently went to
The Mob
Vegas,
Museum.
right? We went to the
Vegas.
Mob Museum. So they actually talked about the connection that was possibly with JFK, right? In the mafia. And Jesse looks at me, he's like, I've never heard of this. Like, man, I've heard all about that stuff, I fucking love conspiracy theories.
Of course you do.
So
Look
I
at
just
you.
read up on it.
So you look like the type with that mustache.
There is a possibility that JFK was a mob hit. And so, like, the mob didn't like his brother and Bobby Kennedy. And so there was issues with Bobby Kennedy. And the theory is that Lee Harvey Oswald was the person to assassinate him per the mob. Jack Ruby was the man who was supposed to silence him because, you got 2 people who know something. One of them's going to eventually talk, right? So Jack Ruby was called up to kill off Lee Harvey Oswald. And there's some theories that are floating around and stuff that's coming from the Warren Commission now that might actually lead to that.
So I'm not going to say that this is true or not.
Yeah.
Right? But what if, okay, knowing what we know, what I've learned in the past 5 minutes, what if Lee Harvey Oswald was hit with a gay bomb? Okay, now hear me out.
Okay, yeah.
Hear me out, right? And then he finds out that JFK is not leaving his wife for Lee Harvey Oswald. He just gets in like an emotional rage.
Like a rage.
Lee Harvey, I'm not going to leave my wife for you, Lee Harvey Oswald.
That's really good. Man, you come up with some good ones in the middle of nowhere. So then he's like, I'm not going to leave my wife, right? Like what Javier just said. And then he has this like jealous rage, right? That he's like, I'm going to end this. And then he goes for it. That was probably true.
Don't you worry, Jackie.
I'm not going to say what I just said was fact, but it's true. That's what happened.
I think, yeah, man, I think it is. I don't think you're wrong. But let me ask you this: what if I told you the moon isn't real?
Like made of cheese? Like it's made of cheese.
Now, okay, so we're getting into some. We're starting to get into some really weird stuff now.
Well, I've heard this one before.
So the moon's not real.
Okay.
It's pretty wild considering the moon is right there if you just look up, right?
Yeah.
Especially tonight, full moon. Yeah, you see it, right? The moon is just a projection. It's just a projection.
You mean
It
like a
can't be.
Truman Show?
Yeah.
God,
Like
we need to watch that again. I would love to watch.
I love that
Truman Show
movie.
again.
It's
But
It's been so long.
it was
so long
it was
since I've seen
put
that movie.
it was put there for a reason though.
the moon?
Yeah, the moon, the projection of the moon, which we could study for 1,000 years and never understand. That's what Marsh told this guy named Marsh told the Guardians, or the Guardian. To arrive at this conclusion, Marsh followed the path of the moon in the sky in order to compare his findings to official records because his findings were not the same. Marsh determined the moon was a scam. Oh, and the moon is also a hoax because it was created to distract the general masses from the existence of Nibiru, a rogue
Is
planet.
this a fucking...
Did you just hit us with like 8 different conspiracy theories?
It's
He
a
just
rogue
hit us with
planet.
the
It's a
fucking
He's just
Scientology.
He's just talking about a shit ton of conspiracy
it's a
theories
rogue.
like they're one.
Hey, it's a rogue planet that will cause the apocalypse. Do with that information as you will.
Well, you just said it was a projection. Which one of those is right?
The projection's right, and it's used there to distract us from this rogue planet that's going to cause the apocalypse. It's right there in the writing.
My bro-in-law asked who does what when the gay bomb hits the podcast. I think Chad will be the receiver, Tim will be the catcher, and I'll be the pitcher.
Yeah,
The catcher and the
I don't think
receiver, isn't
that's-
that the same thing?
Yeah, it seems to be the same thing.
Or is it going to be like a whole human centipede thing?
So what we're saying is you just want to have sex with the two of us.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Continue on, Tim.
Well. Okay. So besides that, what if I? So we know the moon isn't real now.
Okay.
So what if I told you that Earth is hollow?
You mean there's somebody working the inside,
Okay.
like there's tunnels?
There is a conspiracy theory that says the Earth is hollow, and that there might even be a whole other civilization of advanced beings living in it.
Like the Matrix.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
Wait, are these beings the ones that keep shoving monoliths up to the surface in Utah? And where was there was another one?
In Romania.
Yeah, Romania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you see that a group went over there and like I saw the video of TikTok and they went and took it down.
Oh,
It didn't
really?
just disappear. Someone like there's like 3 or 4 guys showed up and just took it down.
Oh,
They
in
were like-
Utah?
Yeah, and they were like,
okay.
it's
leave.
like a
They said
10-foot monolith.
yeah, they said leave no trace. Like that's like leave no trace. Like this is the desert because what was happening is you had all these people like swarming this monolith, like
Yeah,
driving
and it was
up
like
there.
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, they were hiking in places that there was no trails established, destroying like the precious desert and all that stuff.
Destroying the precious
Yeah. Hey,
desert.
that's what they said. That's what they said.
You fool!
And someone went over there and they
Is that a
knocked-
conspiracy theory that the desert is precious?
yeah. Someone knocked on it and whatever, and they said like it's hollow and it was just aluminum, like sheets of aluminum and wood. And I saw it actually broken down, and that's all it was like a wood frame with aluminum around it.
You just broke my heart.
I know.
Yeah.
With all these conspiracy theories that you're going to spout, and you couldn't even let me live with that one.
Sorry,
like I was
man.
excited about that one.
Sorry, man, but the Earth is hollow.
Like I saw a whole article today that like the one in Utah disappeared and one popped up in Romania. I was like, oh shit!
Damn, we all gonna die soon, cuz.
No, man.
No, okay.
All right,
Sorry,
loser,
man.
get on with the fucking next one.
All right, so the Earth
Might
is
break my
hollow.
heart.
The theory is rooted back to the 17th century when Edmund Halley, who
Sir
wa-
Edmund Halley, get it
probably,
right.
who was a comet named after him,
Halley's Comet.
yeah, proposed that the Earth must be hollow because of changing magnetism.
Like
In
magnetic fields.
2014, scientists found a reservoir of water 3 times the volume of the oceans deep within the Earth. We do know that the Earth is predominantly water, right? The water, however, isn't just sloshing around in the Earth. It's inside ringwoodite. I don't know what that is. A rock that's 435 miles deep beneath Earth's surface. For some, this bolstered the theory that the Earth was hollow since the water is solidified in rock form.
Thank you, Professor.
And the only entrances are secret in the North Pole and the South Pole.
cool,
so-
cool. That's why Godzilla got. Oh, I get it now. Godzilla went in and got to the Antarctica and then swam out. And
Yeah.
portals,
Makes
baby.
perfect sense.
Portals.
Ringwoodite is a high-pressure phase of Mg2 SiO4 formed at high temperatures and pressures of the Earth's mantle between 525 and 660 kilometer depth. It may also contain iron and hydrogen. So it's just something.
Cool.
It's just a rock.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor.
But
My pleasure.
so now this is something that you and I actually experienced.
I doubt it.
No, we did. The Denver airport.
Oh yeah.
So there's a ton of conspiracies that
the
surround
tunnel.
the Denver airport. One of which was like, okay, so for starters, the airport was $2 billion over budget, which leads some people to believe that it's an underground structure that is either used as bunkers or as headquarters of the supposed world controlling group, the Illuminati. Others believe that the building was built by neo-Nazis because markers and plaques around the airport say it was funded by the New World Airport Commission, which there is no reference. You can't find anything on the New World Airport Commission. Some even say the runways are laid out as swastikas if viewed from above. Now, the one thing that got me was all the weird apocalyptic sculptures.
The murals.
Yeah, the murals.
Yeah.
So it talks about, did you know that the horse up front, it killed the creator?
What?
What?
Yeah,
I
so
didn't know that. The one with the fiery eyes.
Yeah. So most notably, there's a 32-foot sculpture of a horse that fell on its sculptor and killed him.
Dude, I did not know that.
Yeah, and then the murals around the
Is
airport.
that true?
Oh yeah. The murals around the airport are also troubling because they include images of Nazi officer in a gas mask, children near a burning building, and the devil jumping out of a suitcase.
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now. I pulled it up because I was hoping you were going to go there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some pictures with like a burning forest and children.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like a buffalo head coming out of nowhere. Like they're just so bizarre. So when's the last time you went to the Denver airport?
It's been a long time.
All of those are gone.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, all those murals that were creepy and kind of like you're walking by like, what is this all about? They're not there anymore. But they're doing a lot of construction on the airport. And what's actually really funny is there's a bunch of advertisements on the airport. Like they're talking about lizard people. They're like,
Yeah.
kind of like, whenever Highway 35 was like, oh, it'll be great when it's done. There's like
Right.
the lizard people are coming when the construction will complete.
Yeah, because-
like, random ass advertisements about the construction.
Because
ending.
Denver Airport's been under construction forever. It seems
Yeah.
like. Yeah. It's
But like
constantly-
everything talking about the construction has some kind of weird, witty, like thing about lizard people or
Right,
some
right.
kind of spiritual or Illuminati thing.
Well, I can see where the bunkers sound pretty legit because isn't the NORAD's over there, right?
Yeah, NORAD's up in Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah.
So the Air Force has that big.
What's
like,
NORAD?
It's. Why don't you look it up, Wikipedia?
I do everything.
Isn't that where we keep track of all like the nukes,
missiles
and
and
shit like
stuff,
that?
yeah.
I found official NORAD Santa tracker. Is it Is it a Santa
No,
tracker?
so NORAD tracks like all incoming nukes, missiles, things like that. They do all. I know they track all that stuff. And
Send
so-
nukes.
The
Yeah.
North American Aerospace Defense Command.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they use their $1 billion of budget for Santa tracking. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
That's where your precious
That's
dollar
where
bills
that's
are
that's
going.
where all
Tax
of
dollars.
so all that military budget goes straight to NORAD.
Yeah.
Just for Santa tracking.
Well, how else would they know? I mean, every time Santa comes around, you can see him on the map. You know exactly where he is.
Where's the the seed depository?
Oh, I don't know. So there's I don't know where that's at. I know it's hidden away, but
Sweden or Norway or something like that.
so we've got a stockpile of heirloom seeds. So if
Wasn't that on the show with shit, never mind. It's the Netflix show with the guy from Dang It.
From Dang It, I remember that one.
it was a good Netflix show. So speaking of Netflix, though, there's a whole conspiracy show on Netflix.
Nailed
right
it.
now.
This is what happens when you leave for a weekend, Chad, and we don't have time to fucking plan the show. We're here with conspiracy theories. At least I'm not blacked out. That's all that matters.
That's a good thing.
You
Yet.
might want to be blacked
Yet.
out though.
I can already feel it.
But there's a show on Netflix all about conspiracies, and they bring up I think Tupac and all sorts of stuff. So I'm gonna start watching that pretty soon.
I bet you
I'm
will.
gonna fuel my paranoia.
Paranoia, everybody's coming to
Suppository.
get me.
Depository. That's right. It's a depository, not
books.
suppository.
The bookstore suppository.
What is it?
Have you-
School book
I've
suppository.
never been to the site where JFK got killed.
Yeah, Dealey Plaza.
Yeah, Dealey Plaza. I've never been there.
You've driven past it?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Whenever
Okay.
I'm going to 75.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how close the depository,
The school book suppository.
the suppository, and where he got shot is.
Yeah, dude, it's real close.
Like I think one time I went to Dallas for a run, and there's a circle, like a spot where he was shot.
Yeah, there's like it's an X.
Yeah. It's fucking gnarly. There's
Yeah.
always people are saying like, oh no, it was fake.
They'll run out there, but there's people that'll run out there to get a picture where he was shot at and stuff. So is that being respectful? Or is that just
It's a fucking
exploitation?
It's just like the star maps where they have like death maps where you can go where the like the Viper Club where River Phoenix OD'd and hell everywhere.
Well, there's that whole like conspiracy on like the people that have died, the musicians, 27-year-old, all the 27
Yeah. We talked about this. I think Jimi Hendrix, right?
Jimi Hendrix was one.
Kurt
Amy,
Cobain.
No, I don't think he was 27 years old when he died. He might have been, but like Amy.
Winehouse.
Yeah. But I've got a bunch of music conspiracy theories, and one of them, the most. You okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I was
Okay.
joking.
So, did you? Whenever you saw the Foo Fighters live, right?
Yeah.
All right. Was that whenever Dave broke his leg?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a theory that Dave actually didn't break his leg.
But it's on video.
So Dave Grohl memorably broke his leg during a Foo Fighters concert in June 2015, and then continued the tour by using a custom-built throne.
Yeah.
Or did he?
We were right. Me and Chelsea were like
Yeah.
right there.
So quickly, the spreading rumor that summer changed him with faking the injury in order to boost ticket sales. Grohl eventually addressed this. And he said it in such a way it was great. Like Dave, like
in the most Dave
Yeah.
Grohl way ever.
he's like, yeah, I'm really into the idea of conspiracy theory. He said, I think it's fucking rad. What if I didn't break my fucking leg? What if I jumped off stage and I fell on the ground and I made it all look like it was a fucking emergency? And then they dragged me off to the side, and the band keeps playing, and then 10 minutes later, I magically fucking reappear on stage, and then I get somebody else's x-ray of a broken leg, and I make it into a t-shirt, and we make millions of fucking dollars, and I designed this fucking awesome throne so I don't have to fucking stand anymore. Imagine that.
It makes
So,
Sounds pretty good.
I know it does. It sounds actually really good and really plausible now.
well because like during the show, like the throne would move
Yeah.
forward and backward, and then at the end of the show, he had his
boot,
his
yeah.
boot with the crutches, and
Right.
he'd be like, "Yeah, fuck you, you owe me money."
Did he? He didn't do that.
No, he was like, "Hey, I love you."
Yeah, because he's like usually a really nice guy.
He's
right?
a very.
Yeah.
I want to meet him. I love Dave Grohl.
Hey, fuck you! Nah. Also, there's the theory, like if you want to like dive into Dave Grohl theory, that Dave Grohl and Andrew WK are the same people.
They are.
way.
They are. Absolutely, they are.
No.
Yeah. I think whenever Dave Grohl has an allergic reaction and puffs up a little bigger,
It looks like Andrew
looks-
WK.
It does.
Because dude, they both
Same hair.
Look, they both party hard. Like when they get on the stage, they party hard.
I used to love watching Andrew WK just thrash around.
Oh yeah,
But they look completely
they
different.
they do.
No, I mean if you squint your eyes, but it's pretty.
It's like the whole thing I brought up on the after show was Nirvana, Kurt Cobain and Rivers Cuomo.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
different.
Same people.
Yeah, no.
That's what they
Rivers,
say. That's what they
Rivers is
say.
like 4'8".
I don't know.
Is he really?
I don't know. He just looks like a short motherfucker. I'll tell you that.
You have no idea.
You're just making up shit.
That's a new conspiracy theory. I think you
I
should.
think it's awesome
Cuomo?
that you. I was going to give you props for actually just like randomly having that knowledge. Like, yeah,
College ball.
He's 4'8".
I was a champ. What? So I do know of one. How Paul McCartney died.
Yeah.
Rivers Cuomo is 5'6".
He's still a short motherfucker.
So I actually have that whole Paul McCartney.
You're only a couple inches taller than him.
Shut up.
I have that that Paul McCartney on here as well. So Paul is dead, and let me just bring this up.
What?
So Paul McCartney supposedly died back in the 60s.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Javier, do you want to get us a couple of small cups so we can share these beers?
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna call me a bitch.
No. Did you stare at me because you were waiting for me to call you a bitch? Is that what you were doing? Yeah, that's what you were doing.
So
I'm a nice guy.
the evidence in question include 2 accusations of backmasking. So have you ever heard of backmasking?
It's where you put a mask on your back.
Yes. No, backmasking is like the subliminal messages that if you play backwards in a song or whatever.
Yeah.
So there was 2 songs. First there was the caller's belief that if you reverse the section of Revolution Number 9 in which the phrase number 9 continuously
Mambo
repeats.
number 9?
Yeah, Revolution Number 9.
No, this is a new one.
If you play it backwards, it repeats "Turn Me On, Dead Man."
Thank you.
Supposedly. And then there's another section where in between 2 songs, John Lennon's just mumbling, and if you play it backwards, it says "Paul is dead, man. Miss him, miss him, miss him." And I actually have that clip, and I'm gonna go ahead.
Hold on, I want to listen to this.
You
this
do?
sounds extremely creepy.
Yeah, I'm gonna cue that up.
Have you heard this?
I've never heard this. I never knew this was a thing. I knew that people like I heard that he died, and they brought a fucking lookalike that looked nothing like him.
Yeah, there's some videos that showed like, oh, his mustache was fake. That was a fake mustache. There's other stuff. So
That's
here's
what we say about you.
it is fake.
That ain't Tim.
I died actually a long
Tom.
time ago.
Where's my Timothy?
Do that again. Play
Okay,
it
we're
again.
gonna play it one more time.
Turn it up though. Turn my bass up. I kind of hear it. I can hear
Paul
is
dead man. Miss him, miss him,
miss
miss
him.
him.
Okay,
Yeah,
I heard that.
Paul is
Yeah.
dead man. Miss him. That's fucking weird.
So there's a whole bunch of
Who has the time,
Dude, I
to
don't
go
know.
back and listen to all these things and just like play them
play
slower?
whoever.
and
here's the thing. Here's the most ingenious part. What if he did it on purpose? And he's like, let's see these how fucking crazy.
So I
these
saw
motherfuckers
an
are.
article that says that the Beatles purposefully like kind of played into it.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, maybe.
Like, let's listen to "I Am the Walrus" backwards and see what kind of freaky shit we'd find.
Well, we're not gonna do that now.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
Or
do that
no,
right
I'm
now.
I'm just saying. We're obviously not gonna fucking do it right now.
So we're being told like apparently John Lennon at some point whispers "Shoot Me" in the song "Come Together," so kind of like precursor to his death. Yeah, so there was a whole theory behind, and like the Abbey Road album with Paul. Paul's not wearing shoes.
Is it because he's dead?
Yeah, because he's dead. There's a whole lot of different random theories on that.
What was that?
So
Hey Jude.
Prince's death was foretold by The Simpsons.
Hey, where's your
What
glass?
episode?
Put it over here.
Okay, so it
The
was
Simpson
yeah.
foretells everything.
Yeah, so the Prince's death, it was. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. I'll have to find what episode it was, but it was back in 1996. although it didn't foretell him dying by the way he died. Homer killed him. Actually.
Homer killed him?
Yeah. So there was that.
Let's take a quick pause. I got you boys a little something on vacation.
Cool.
These are some CBD gummies.
Cool.
Gummies from Charleston Collective.
You sounded like you took a shot of the G-bomb there, Chad.
No.
Nice.
No.
That's a good beer.
Yeah. Oh, and so this beer is Pineapple Orange Shake IPA from Westbrook Brewing. Jesus, I cannot talk tonight.
It's the cancer tongue.
It's 5 years. It's coming back. Hello.
God, no, please.
So this is Westbrook is in Charleston. It's one of my favorite breweries. They make like the most legit Goza that I've ever had. I didn't bring any of those back, but I did bring this because
This smells really good.
it's fresh. They like canned it last week
God damn, that smells
or
really
2 weeks ago.
It's really good.
And so it's brand new.
So just when they killed Prince, they killed him with playing the Talking Heads Psycho Killer song
Not bad.
during
I like it. It's really good.
during the Simpsons episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me. Okay, hold on real quick before you get any further. This CBD gummies. So
They're 10 milligram per gummy. It's 10 gummies, and they're from Charleston. So
Charleston.
I just thought it was cool little spot.
That's really nice of you, Chad.
No problem.
You know we like to relax.
I do, and they're I think they're actually. They also have vitamins. So
I saw some like B12 or something.
Yeah.
it says here it's got some
DAC.
elderberry and acid. Citric acid. my bad.
Elderberry and LSD.
it's got 12 key vitamins as well as the CBD.
Later on, we need to talk about the new thing that Thrive has that new Delta 9 versus Delta 8.
They don't have it yet, right?
They said they had it.
Yeah, they've got
have
it.
in stock.
Yeah. We can talk about it now. We're already in the CBD.
All right.
If we don't, we're never going to get into it.
True.
Well, let's just talk about it real quick.
Do you know enough about it?
Delta 9
Yeah.
is what is in it's a key
It's
ingredient in THC. Delta 8.
Delta 8 and Delta 9. It's
Delta
both
9
in,
is
yeah.
the
But
one.
Delta 9 is the one that's illegal.
Delta. Yeah, you're right. Delta 9.
Delta 9 is the one that's illegal. So basically, the loophole is that they're able to sell Delta H or Delta 8 CBD that has THC in it.
So here's the deal, though. There's a caveat to that. If you get drug tested, it will show up as THC metabolites. So it doesn't matter what Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 12, Delta whatever.
Delta Force, Delta whatever the fuck.
It doesn't matter. When your body breaks it down, it all metabolites the same. And drug tests just look for the metabolites. They don't look for specific deltas.
So you'll fail
Yeah.
a drug test, but it's
Yeah.
almost like a legal weed gummy situation.
Yeah,
sort of.
and you might be able to fight it, but it'd be really tough.
I do have a real question though. If you go into somebody's house, you're servicing, and they've
Servicing?
been,
Yeah.
they're smoking out in the house. Like if
I have to tell the cops.
Yeah.
No.
No, I mean, how does it work? Like if you get drug tested,
I mean, so they're not breathing it directly into my face.
what if it's just it's,
So
It's in the air.
So someone that actually did happen to somebody. They the dude opened the door and just blew blunt smoke as they opened the door, and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we just tell our boss like this is what happened. It's got to be well documented. There's got to be other sources that prove that happened, and then but that doesn't typically happen.
No, it's kind of a weird one-off. Seems like a conspiracy theory. And back to you, Tim.
Yeah. So, anyways, that Delta 8 stuff might be good, but just be careful with your drug test.
Yeah.
If you want to learn more about Matt Groening being a time traveler, I got a link for that as well because he's a fucking time traveler. That's how he knows all this
I
stuff.
feel like we could do an entire episode about how the Simpsons
predict everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I mean, like the
actually.
whole thing with Lisa becoming president, but her saying, "Oh, Trump left everything, the economy in shambles" or some shit. We got a lot of mess to clean up or whatever. Anyhow, yeah, you're right. We can do that.
Stevie Wonder isn't actually blind.
Shut the fuck
Well, then why would he give himself that shitty fucking hair?
I don't know, man. But so there was a video.
I'm sorry. It's
Whoa,
a
man.
joke. It's a running joke.
Is it?
Yeah, it
yeah,
is.
no,
Like,
it is.
It's a running joke.
There's a video that Stevie Wonder's on stage for a Paul McCartney performance, or the fake Paul McCartney because he's not real. He's dead.
Right.
At the White House East Room, and nonchalantly caught a mic stand that Paul knocked over. Like just
What?
yeah. So maybe that playing on that whole like second, the peak senses that you since
Right.
you don't have your eyesight,
Right.
whatever.
Maybe heard it or
Right. Let's see.
his third eye. He felt it.
His
He
penis?
felt no.
Ew, you're
He
gross.
felt
Disgusting.
the being of a microphone falling.
It's like I think me and Anthony have this running joke where it's like
You run? That is a joke.
Shut up, bitch.
For some, for some, the mic stand only.
Fuck you. You think you got fucking jokes?
That was a good one though.
I hate you.
For some, the mic stand only confirmed that this oft-told origin story was a ruse. After all, Wonder is a regular at basketball games.
Really?
Why would you go to a basketball game? You can't see shit.
He likes hearing it. I mean,
Maybe. And has even expressed an interest in photography. And
Come on, man. Come on.
And buying an airplane.
That's fucked up. Shut the fuck up.
It seems that just an example of his offbeat sense of humor, maybe,
Probably.
or Wonder has been fooling us all with his actual eyesight.
Then why is he always doing this? Like he's like,
Because he's got to play the whole
in the
blind
music,
thing, man.
there is superstition. Whoa.
What was the running joke that you and Anthony have?
Oh, Stevie Wonder, he always makes his free throws because there's never a basketball hoop in front of him or something. It's always nothing but net. Because he's blind, he can't see the. Moving on. Anyways,
Okay.
Courtney Love is
fuck you.
was involved in Kurt Cobain's death. There's
Everyone
a big
knows that.
there's a big conspiracy on that. I'm not going to go too in depth, but there's all this TikTok stuff.
Right.
Watch Soaked in Bleach. That's a great
It's a
documentary.
very
Oh,
great
that
documentary.
was good. Yeah.
So good. It goes into it, but yeah, definitely. Courtney killed him. Elvis Presley is still alive. That's my number one favorite.
Nah, he's long dead.
No.
now.
Well, he might be dead now. But did you ever see the movie Bubba Hotep?
No.
No.
Bubba Hotep. Okay, so it's a Bruce Campbell movie. It's basically kind of built around this conspiracy theory. So Elvis got tired of being Elvis, and he ended up getting a really good impersonator to take his place. Like the best impersonator got him, and he became the Elvis. And the Elvis that died was actually the impersonator. In Bubba Hotep, Elvis fell off of a stage because he's the impersonator now, and he just does these appearances. He fell off
Yeah.
a stage and broke his hip, ends up in a nursing home with Black JFK. And there's a mummy. It's bad movie night, dude. We gotta watch it.
None of that made any sense.
I
to
know.
me. No, okay.
Okay, we're on the same page now.
Okay.
I'm literally speechless.
But dude, we gotta watch that movie, Bubba Hotep, for a bad movie night. Anyways,
cool.
so the thought is Elvis actually isn't dead. And he was still alive, or still is alive, and that is part of the whole, like, he got somebody to take his place, right?
Okay.
They say that because Aaron on his gravestone, his middle name is Aaron, is misspelled, and instead of it says Aaron instead of
Aaron.
instead of Aaron, one single A, as his middle name. So they say that's part of it. The coroner's diagnosis of his death was cardiac arrhythmia. You can't see that in an autopsy.
I thought he died from eating too many peanut butter and banana
Dude,
sandwiches.
the man had so much shit in his colon. Like, that's real.
Well, doesn't everyone?
A lot more
I
than
thought
normal.
I heard he used
I
to
thought
hollow
that's the
out.
whole reason for your colon.
He would for peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
No, for shit. Like he had so much shit in his colon. Well, yeah.
He was sweating in his casket, so they're saying it was actually a wax figure that it was starting to melt.
That's a thing.
Yeah. So a man. Now here's where it gets kind of weird. A man subsequently bought a plane ticket to Buenos Aires under the name of John Burroughs, which was an alias Presley used for hotel reservations back in the day. There also was a theory that he was a federal agent, and many of these so-called sightings don't actually really look like Elvis. So maybe we'll never know. That is until the rumored 663-page FBI file on Presley is released.
What?
So, yeah, supposedly there's a huge file about that.
663 pages?
Yeah, and supposedly it contains correspondence from Presley on dates after his death.
Thank
So,
you, baby.
Yeah, who knows? Now,
I'm alive, baby.
one that you brought up.
Thank you very much.
One that you brought up was Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, it was open. So someone out on Instagram, shout out to Cody, had said, I'm not listening to this episode, and let's be real, he won't listen anyway, unless we talk about the Avril Lavigne conspiracy theory?
Yeah, so back in like 2003, I believe it was 2003,
Ooh, damn,
she
saucy.
was rumored to have died and was replaced by a lookalike. So the whole idea was, as her music kind of changed,
From shitty to shittier?
yeah,
She is pretty hot though.
Tim, the beer, bro.
sorry.
God
Drink.
damn.
We're trying to go on to the second
You
one.
novice, hurry the fuck up.
How much time have we been going?
54 minutes.
So yeah, you need to drink this beer, boy. Too
Jesse,
busy talking about
I
conspiracy
don't think,
theories.
Jesse, I don't think he died of a drug overdose. I think he died of eating the modern sandwich. Joe, I miss and love you. Michael, plenty of love all around. Dirty Mike is on here, I think.
Hey,
He's
what's
still
up,
on here.
man? Congratulations.
Dirty
on
Mike, congrats on getting
the future nuptials.
both Michaels. My brother-in-law Michael just had his baby about a month ago. Congrats to little Natalia Rose. And then Dirty Mike got engaged after good
Forever.
Forever.
Congrats, bro.
Congrats, my good man. I love
about
you.
time.
Love you guys. Soto says, "What up?" Asterisk.
No one gives a shit. I don't
He says,
care.
"What up, bitches?"
Okay.
He's the worst. And you know why?
Let's see. Avril Lavigne.
So the theory claims that Lavigne, struggling with fame at the beginning of her career, began using a body double named Melissa. And at some point,
I know Melissa.
At some point, the real Lavigne is said to have died. So the record company just replaced her with Melissa full time.
Fuck it. Put Melissa in.
So proof has included Lavigne's red carpet shots.
Hey.
Lavigne wears trousers. Melissa prefers dresses and skirts. And supposed
Trousers.
differences between the facial features of pre-2003 Lavigne and the current incarnation. Theorists also believe Melissa has left clues in songs such as Slipped Away, in which she sings, "The day you slipped away was the day I found it won't be the same." And there was even a publicity shot in which Lavigne had Melissa written on her hand, "Spooky." But Lavigne is not the first celebrity to be subject to a completely unverified cloning conspiracy. Paul McCartney was one. Taylor Swift is another.
She just grew up. She used to look like a 14-year-old boy that wore like ties and things like that.
And that's
and
what
pants.
and that's what
That
a
was
lot
her
of
shtick.
right. And that's what a lot of people said was that
Now she grew up and she looks real good. And she I just sent you a picture.
yeah, no,
Like
she
comparing the two, like she's just a lady now and not a little boy.
Dude, I think she's always been hot. She's, to me, like, she looks the same. She looks the same. Like, I've jerked off to her pictures before, like in the past, and so I know for a fact, like, her features.
I can't say too soon.
yeah.
Now.
You know,
You
So-
already did that.
very sexy.
That's the
Very
whole that, that's the whole thing with with Avril is that they just thought it was a body double.
You know how I know I'd have a chance? She married that guy from Sum 41.
Oh yeah, whatever his name
You
was.
think you've got a chance because of him?
Look at him, fucking pasty. Like, he's like a. Y'all are both white. He's a blonde version of you.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with being white. And I'm tired of you saying that there is.
Well,
What? What the fuck?
I was about to say if it
He had
ain't white, it ain't
nothing to
right.
He had
But that's
nothing
the
to
opposite
say.
of what I was trying to do.
All right.
Okay.
So now that I made this weird, I've got got a second beer. It's called Only Always. So kind of stumbled across this beer in Savannah, and delicious beers. Like they had, it's actually a really cool place. A lot of these places in like Charleston and Savannah, they're really old buildings, right, or old homes. And so this is just a ginormous house. All of the downstairs is the brewery, and the upstairs is the tap room, and then they have bedrooms that have like tables and stuff in them. So it's just like an old house, like a very old house. But this one is it's an IPA with key lime, marshmallow, and made with Simcoe hops, and they collabed with another brewery called Dissolver.
I can taste the key lime.
I
Right?
do.
It
and
tastes
I
like key lime pie in a glass.
yeah, it's very very close to that. It's got that kind of creamy.
You can. It hits the back of your throat.
Man, it's good. Both of these were.
So that's only about 3 inches, by the way.
You see what Joe wrote?
what did he write?
Only always does Javier make me moist.
I love you, buddy.
So, one thing that's not really, I mean, it is kind of conspiracy theory esque, is the Mandela effect, and we've briefly talked about that. How we perceive things from our past that we thought were real, and then come to find out, like, no, there was never like this. It wasn't the Berenstain.
You've
Bears
talked
or
about the
Bernstein
Mandela
Bears. Yeah.
effect before a little bit.
Isn't
so-
there a movie called The Mandela Effect?
I don't know.
Isn't there a conspiracy theory called the Mandela effect?
I can. Is this like Mandela Inception?
No idea.
Mandelaception.
I have no idea what that was.
So
It's not okay.
It is me, Nelson Mandela. I am still alive.
So the thought of the Mandela effect is like some people say it's proof of like a there is alternate universes similar to Rick and Morty.
Of course. No, I believe it. I believe it.
And that there's just all different timelines, and that there was at one point a Berenstein versus a Bernstein Bears. There was like the Curious George. There's 42 or 40 Mandela examples. So like Curious George with a tail, without a tail.
Does he have a tail? He has a tail. Does he have a tail?
All right, I'm just going to give a quick. It's called Mandela effect is also known as false memory.
Right, but we prefer Mandela effect with
Right.
in the group that I'm in.
Okay.
Which one? The one that got you kicked out of all social
The
media?
reason you can't get on Facebook anymore.
Hey, I'm back on Facebook.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In 2010, this shared false memory phenomenon was dubbed the Mandela effect by self-described paranormal consultant Fiona Broom in reference to her false memory of the death of South African anti-apartheid leader Nelson Mandela in prison in the 1980s, who actually didn't die until 2013 after served president. So basically, you have a memory of one thing.
Dude, I remember him
even
dying.
though it didn't actually happen.
Like I remember hearing about him dying or some shit way back like that.
I knew he was alive for the longest time.
Okay, so
I remember where I was when he died.
you're familiar. Where were you?
I was at Crown. And we were about to close, and I saw, because we always had like Channel 5 on there and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, Nelson Mandela died. And then my brother's like, what? And my dad and the other foreman didn't care. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Sounds about right.
All right, so y'all familiar with peanut butter?
Peanut butter jelly time.
I've never
peanut
heard
butter
about
jelly
peanut
time,
butter.
So it's a great contraption.
Am I a part of the Mandela effect?
No, but Jif versus Jiffy.
Are we talking about GIF again?
No.
God damn it!
No.
It's definitely Jeff.
It's
Continue.
GIF.
You're wrong.
Jif peanut butter.
Yes.
Do you remember ever being called Jiffy?
No, Jiffy Lube.
No, Jiffy Pop.
I remember it being called Jiffy. Like
no,
I remember
it's
that.
Jif.
Okay,
Jif.
so are you trying to say that you're from a different fucking world than Javier and I? Like, why are you the opposite?
Get the fuck off my planet, you son of a bitch!
Were there hot air balloons and what are they blimps where you're from?
Yeah,
There's no fucking planes. That's all there is.
that's how we
blimps.
travel everywhere. It's by blimp.
By Heisenbergs. They call them Heisenbergs over there.
Hindenburgs.
No, they call them Heisenbergs where you're from. Hey, spaceman, get the fuck out of my galaxy.
What about Looney? Y'all watched Looney Tunes, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Looney Tunes.
We call them Toonie Loons here, you fucking moron.
How was Tunes spelled? How was Tunes spelled?
Tunes.
Okay, so it's Looney Tunes, Tunes, not Looney Tunes, Toons.
I guess I would have assumed it would have been Toons because of
Cartoons.
Cartoons.
I mean, like Tiny Toon Adventures is Toon. Tiny Toon Adventures.
So
Toon.
just to completely
it?
throw
Is
you off
it?
course, Animaniacs are back and they're legit.
Did you watch it?
Dude, I watched 3 episodes and loved it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's hilarious. Brought me back, and it's got the new stuff in it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's great. All right,
okay,
continue. I'm sorry.
Oscar Mayer.
Wiener.
How would you spell Meyer?
Meyer.
M-E-Y-E-R.
SOCARAR MEYER.
It's
That's how you spell the
it's-
wiener.
it's-
Oscar Mayer.
That's not a song.
It's Mayer.
It's M-A-Y.
MAY.
May.
Fuck
Mayor?
Yeah, we always thought it was Me.
I thought it was.
Yeah, Mayer. See now.
He's
Okay.
still from a different world. Fuck him. You
Yeah,
don't
fuck
know.
him.
You don't know any better.
Go back to your blimp,
You think
stupid.
you're better than me? You fucking
All right.
hydrogen carrying bastard. Pockets of hydrogen.
Cheers to this hydrogen,
Son of a
bitch.
bitch.
Okay.
Go
So
back
what?
to space.
King Henry. That also randomly looks like Chad.
Henry VIII, right?
Yeah, King Henry VIII.
Yeah, I know.
There's a whole thing with him holding a turkey leg, like in the tapestries and stuff like that.
Okay.
So he never held he never held.
Now you have the tongue. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's evolved.
He never held a turkey leg, but that was one of them.
Yeah, that one I don't know anything about.
The Monopoly Man. Okay, so this was brought up in our stream.
Okay.
Monocle or no monocle?
No monocle.
I'm not going to answer this because I already know.
The Monopoly Man and his monocle, or more like the fact that he doesn't have one?
No, the monocle was brought up in. Wasn't that like Jim Carrey who brought up the monocle? Like, didn't he have it? He's like, I'm the Monopoly Man.
No, he did it on.
Do not pass go.
Yeah, on what was that? Ace Ventura.
Yeah, but the
What
guy
Nature
had a
Calls,
monocle.
Oh,
So that's where it might have
No, he
gone.
called him Mr. Moneybags, right? Or penny bags, or
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that could be where it got confused because that I remember him having a
Yeah,
monocle.
yeah. What about Pikachu? The little spot on his tail, black spot or no spot?
it's brown. It's a brown streak
Where's the brown streak at?
on his tail?
back.
Where at on his tail?
Oh,
Near
at the end. At the end.
So Pikachu's tail, though many of us clearly remember black detailing on the Pokemon character's tail, but in reality it's
on the
just
back.
yellow, and there's a little brown spot at the base of it.
Yeah, you mean like the base is kind of like the tip of the? No, it's right.
Yeah. So I always thought it was. Was it black? The black tip.
Oh yeah, it's near its butt.
Let me get a peek at you. Get it?
I get it.
Get a peek at that.
All right. Do you remember the Fruit of the Loom
Look,
logo?
it's near. It's white. Well, I guess.
Did you ever watch Detective Pikachu?
Yeah,
It's
No.
a good fucking movie.
I did
No,
not
I
watch
It's
it.
a great fucking movie.
I don't know. What
Do you
that
remember
is.
the Fruit
You've
of-
never seen it?
No, the death of Pikachu.
No, Detective Pikachu.
Detective? It's a.
Oh, I saw that.
Have you seen the Death of Pikachu?
This sounds dark.
Good lord.
It's a good movie.
Me.
It's a snuff film about Pokemon.
My favorite is Charmander. Char.
Continuing on.
All right, Fruit of the Loom. Do you
Yeah.
remember the logo? Imagine the logo.
Okay.
Fruit of the Loom?
Fruit of the Loom.
Yeah.
Do you remember a cornucopia?
No.
bean?
No, I remember fruit.
Just like fruit, like
Okay.
grapes, orange apple, maybe.
Ball bearings, cinnamon tusks.
Is it Cheez-It or Cheez-Its?
Cheese it.
Cheese it.
Okay, we swear that there used to be a Z at the end. I think there was a Z at the end.
I'm
Cheez-Its.
honestly, I thought it was a Z. I'm only combating you with the answers because I think the ones. Does it have an S? And I'm
I mean,
like,
cheese has a Z, but it
Shiz.
doesn't have a Z. It's
Right.
just cheese Z it. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're still from another world.
Okay.
go back to your moon, fucking moon man.
C-3PO.
That wasn't even
I
that
don't
good.
know.
That was weak.
I don't know,
Try
man. I'm
harder,
sorry.
man. I believe in you. You've done so well with
Yeah.
these.
For Star Wars, C-3PO.
Yeah.
C-3PO has a silver leg.
I read he does. I read somewhere that
He isn't
does.
all gold. I've always imagined him all gold. I've always thought he was
Yeah,
all
he's
gold.
all gold.
Nope, silver leg. He's got his right leg is silver.
And also in the new Star Wars movies, he has a red arm in the first and second one.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
No, I'm looking at him, and he's got all gold. Every one of
Bitch.
these. Oh, there's one. He's got silver.
Okay, chartreuse. What color is that?
Chartreuse?
It's like in between yellow and green.
I don't even know what
It's
the
like
fuck chartreuse.
like a neon greenish yellow.
But
Yeah.
do you remember anybody ever telling you chartreuse was a magenta pink?
No, because fishing chartreuse is a big deal. You're like, oh, what are you using? Oh, my chartreuse spinnerbait.
I thought chartreuse was like a food.
All right. What about
No, you're from another world. There's a liquor called chartreuse.
Is there?
yeah?
Yeah.
What about Tom Hanks' most famous line in the movie Forrest Gump?
Mom always said life
Oh,
was like a
by the way,
box of
we were right
chocolates.
by that park. That park was in Savannah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was filmed.
Savannah.
Okay, go ahead. Say it.
Mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
That's not what Forrest Gump actually said. He said, if you listen closely, life was like a box of chocolates, not life is like.
I mean, it's basically
It's
the
one
same
fucking
thing.
word.
Yeah, it's one word.
Yeah,
You're really
okay.
stretching now, Timothy.
Okay, what about Snow White? The most famous line in Snow White.
Kiss me, dick.
Put it in me, you hog.
No, I don't. What Snow White are we watching?
Wait, hold on, wait. It's in the Seven Dwarfs. Give us seven dwarf gangbang.
No, I don't think that's.
It was a 7-person bukkake on Snow
Okay,
White.
stop. We were here. and
Nata-
there.
Natasha's never going to listen to this. 'cause
She
I'm
doesn't
talking
listen to it
She does.
anyway.
Yeah, actually, she does.
Okay, but no. But
If you're the
seriously-
reason why she doesn't watch or listen, then you need to calm down.
but seriously, what was the most famous thing from Snow White that you remember? Like
The
that line,
dancing.
the line,
Hi ho, hi ho.
No,
let's
I'm talking
out
about-
to work we go.
not songs. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Hi
Chad,
ho,
Yeah.
hi ho.
do you remember Snow White? Do you remember a line that was used in Snow White?
I mean, I've heard of lines
Okay,
of Snow White.
about her mirror. I hate you. I hate you all.
I
hate you
Is that the mirror on the wall one?
Yes.
I thought that was Sleeping Beauty.
No, that's Snow White. So,
Yeah, it's Snow White.
all right, mirror on the wall.
Who's the fairest of them all?
It was actually magic mirror on the wall.
Okay, who gives a shit? Come on. Are there any really good ones that are real obvious? I feel like there was some good ones.
Here's a good one. Back in the 90s, during the WWF Attitude Era, Val Venus was kidnapped by some Japanese businessmen, and they acted like they cut his dick off with a samurai sword. And they had the cameras following him, and he always wore that towel, right? Just to insinuate he was like wearing nothing underneath. So they dragged him out to the back, and they're holding him, and they're like, blah, 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 and they like cut his dick off, and they closed the door when they cut his dick off. It was so weird. It was really vivid. No?
Why?
You don't remember that?
I'm so confused. One, I don't remember that. Two, is that a conspiracy theory? Was that part of the Mandela effect?
Yeah. No, like a
Three,
conspiracy.
did you just try to bring up something that was just completely off the wall?
We all thought
Was
they
that
cut
another
his dick-
Javierism?
They cut his dick off, but obviously they didn't cut his dick off.
Well, nothing is obvious in WWF. Most of it was fake.
Okay, have you been to Disney World?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been to Disney World. Okay, the location of Disney World Castle.
Okay.
It's
Magic Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom.
Right. Okay. So if you've ever been to Magic Kingdom, do you recall where the castle was located?
Yes.
Okay, where?
In the park.
Okay, but where in the park?
You go through like the cafes and the restaurants, and you keep going. There's a garden in front.
Okay, so further in the park, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people clearly remember it being the entrance to the park.
No.
I thought it was like the middle-ish. It's been like 15 years since I've been, so I don't remember.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time either.
It's really so pretty.
But so I mean, those are just a few that we went over. But there's tons of Mandela.
I feel like
effects.
there were some good ones though, like
No, there
ones that
definitely were.
really made you think. These are ones that like were just not that interesting.
Mandela effect ones?
You did a poor job.
Get on that fucking spaceship, goddammit! Get out of here! Get out of here, you!
I just want to go home.
I'm gonna take my things, and I hate it here.
I'm not on Twitch, but I can only imagine that Jesse's cursing me at this point.
I just want to go home.
This is all ridiculous. I'm gonna.
But yeah, so that's all I got on all those, man.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have you been recording for?
A long time.
Jesus.
An hour and 13 minutes on live, an hour and 8 recording. So,
Oh, nice. We did a good job.
we did.
Would you ever want to fly? I saw today that they're doing the 747 Max. Those are going back into
I
the
don't know what that is.
737.
Hey, does Curious George have a tail?
Did we talk about that? We did.
Well, I brought that up.
This time?
Yeah, I said that like tail or no tail at the beginning.
Is there more
Oh, I
beers
didn't
to
I didn't
drink?
catch that.
Curious George doesn't have a tail.
Okay. There's got to be here something that you missed.
That makes a lot of sense.
So there was one that was like that people think that there was like more than 50 states.
Yeah, Puerto Rico and Guam.
Yeah, I think that's what it plays into is that they're thinking of territories and not necessarily the states itself. He does not have a tail. Soto says he does not have a tail. Yeah, he doesn't have a tail.
No, he doesn't.
There were a lot of mattress firm stories in Illinois, all within a few miles of one another. Some people believe that was money laundering business.
It's smart. Joe's on it.
Hey.
On the penny.
Hey, how do you spell Flintstones?
Flintstones.
Flint and then stone,
So
I would think.
so 2 T's
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
and 1 T. You say 1 T?
Yeah, I say
Like
1 T.
Flynn
I say
or
Flynn.
Flint?
I'm sure it's Flint because like Flint. For
No,
a
I
fire.
bet you it's Flynn.
No, actually, it is Flint.
Get it? Like
so
the
now
Flint.
you're from another world.
Flint?
You're from another world.
Suck my dick.
Hey, but you were talking.
Jesus.
You were talking about some AC-1. What aircraft?
What?
You were talking about planes.
Yeah, the Max Jet.
Oh, the 737 Max.
Yeah. See, we don't have those where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you have fucking Hindenburg. Heisenbergs.
We have Heisenbergs.
Get off your high horse, Heisenberg.
Okay. Does Darth Vader say, Luke, I am your father?
No.
No. He doesn't.
I am your father.
Okay.
Yeah, he says no.
Okay, good job, Jens.
No, I am your father.
Okay, that's it. So there were a few more.
Yeah, I just skipped over those.
I am your father.
Some pop culture references.
Yeah.
I'm not going to suck your dick, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Hey, so are we done with the...
Yeah, man.
So let's talk about what we got coming up.
That was fun. I just want to
That
say
was fun. It was really
fun.
good.
Those
Yeah.
are some interesting
That was
things.
your first episode where it was all you,
It was
buddy.
all you. 100% you.
Sinbad never played a genie, which we discussed that before the
We did.
thing started.
Yeah, we did.
Sinbad, however, if you look it up, if you do look it up, there is a parody because everybody says Sinbad played a genie, so there's a parody of him playing basically Shaq's role in, was it
Shazam.
Kazam.
Shazam was the superhero, and Kazam was the genie that
Then who was Shaq Fu?
gives you burgers and candy.
Who was Shaq Fu?
I don't know.
Shaq,
Man. Shaq was Shaq Fu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember the Sinbad thing. I always thought it was.
I remember Sinbad being a genie, but
You're definitely from another world.
Yeah.
You
How
are.
is this thing? Are you just trying to be different?
No.
Or are you legitimately from a place where there are blimps only?
Are you just fucking stupid?
we have blimps and balloons. They're not just balloons.
What show
only.
was
I'm
that?
sure-
That was
I'm-
such a good show.
I'm sure you have alchemy where you're from too, don't you?
No, we don't. We just will things with our minds.
Well, that's kind of weird.
I know. Chemtrails. You ever heard of chemtrails?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they a thing?
What are chemtrails?
So like whenever you see the airplane flying over and they
And
have
they
like,
have those
the-
skid marks in the sky.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
some of them it's vapor, but there is a thing actually called cloud seeding, where they go and create.
I have
Thunderstorms
seen
and
that.
stuff.
Like, but those are in like the little twin engine jalopies, right? The
Yeah, I don't.
like
I don't-
one the Red Baron used to fly in.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Kit Kat, did it have a hyphen?
Gate chemtrails.
Okay, chemtrails. Does Kit Kat have a hyphen in it?
Yes. Yes. Does it?
I don't believe it does.
Google! Every episode, I got to throw one "Hey Google" in.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
Connect to the Wi-Fi network.
Oh, no.
You whore!
In the Google Home app.
Quit yelling.
I'm sorry.
Fringe. Have you ever seen the show Fringe?
No.
Yes.
You have seen it. I
So-
remember you being vividly like.
Well,
in
Danny
love
and I
with it.
watched it for a long time.
Kit Kat
and
doesn't have a hyphen.
I feel like I need to watch it again, but Fringe, there's like this alternate reality situation. It was very much like what's that other show back in the day?
That one where Jerry O'Connell was in. It was like portals and stuff. They
Yeah.
go to different Earths.
Yeah.
Sliders.
No, not that one.
Yes, it was.
Stargate?
No, Stargate is no
What
Sliders.
is the sci-fi show when we were in high school that everyone watched?
Gossip Girl.
I didn't watch sci-fi shows.
Oh,
in high
Smallville.
school.
Smallville.
No, what? No. It had the guy and the girl, and they were like detectives or whatever. And
Veronica Mars.
never mind.
Okay, you do
I'm
research.
really
and-
bad.
You said
with-
I saw it on the WB, right? You said the CW.
No,
What channel?
I don't remember what channel.
Well,
Who
then what the
remembers?
fuck are you? You're not even giving me anything to work with, you fucking idiot.
Does someone out there
Go
on
back to your
Twitch
fucking
know?
Ginger Planet, you fucking.
It was like the original Fringe. There was like a guy and a girl. The guy was, he was from shows. Is that good? Does that help?
This is how we're ending it. God
Is that
damn
how
it.
we're gonna end it?
I don't know.
I guess so, you fucking idiots.
Well, this
right.
was great.
This was a great fucking episode.
Dude, I'm gonna remember, and it's gonna drive me nuts. Okay, so if you're watching us out there on Twitch or YouTube, thank you for Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you. This is your fault for making me, for icing me before the show. Really? This is your fault.
Congratulations on your 5-year anniversary, you fucking bitch.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're proud of you.
Congrats on not having cancer, Chad. We love you, and we're glad you're still here.
Thank you. Love y'all. So, please, if you have not already subscribed to us on YouTube or Twitch, we'd really appreciate it. There's a lot more that we can do in the future if we have more subscribers on both YouTube and Twitch. So sincerely, if you don't already do so, please subscribe. If you know someone that may enjoy us, may not, or may you just have influence over them and you can subscribe for them, fantastic.
MK
Go ahead-
Ultra.
Go ahead and do that because we need more subscribers so that we can get more things out to you as we continue to learn more and more about Twitch and YouTube. Thank you for following us on social media. We absolutely appreciate that as well. We love you. Stay good. I'm Chad.
I'm Javier.
And I'm Tim.
And we are.
The
Funky Panther!
Beep, 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 beep. Can y'all hear? Oh, God damn! Jesus fucking Christ!
That's what I did. You
Who
made
can
fun of
hear
me.
us? Who can hear us?
All right, we're
right
back.
now?
We're back. We're back. We're back.
The official show's over, but now it's time for the after show.
And we're gonna just go. We're gonna go a short after show. We're not gonna go as long as we have.
no,
yeah.
no.
The last